And I thought no one could do that to you, Joe.
Are you kidding? I go bananas all the time. 3-point shot by Freddie Uvalde won't go. We're 10 seconds into the second quarter. Still a 12-point lead for the coffee makers.
That rebound by Michael Young typifies what they did in the first quarter. They had 20 rebounds, Tanduay only 8. They shot 52% from the floor, Tanduay only 43%. Great Days had more assists, 6 to 5. Turnovers, they're all square at 3.
Top of the key shot by Michael Young won't go, and this has opened up a new opportunity for Tanduay to mount a rally. Here is David Thurkill. Oh, a heartbreaker for David Thurkill. Thurkill out. Arnie Twantless, look at Patim Israel, really trying to stop Arnie. Succeeded in intimidating him. Philip Cesar is looking for Michael Young. There's the alley-oop.
Oh.
How about that? Did you see that?
Yes.
It was intended as an alley-oop pass, but it went in.
I
So
hope-
credit 2 points to Philip Cesar.
Right.
He's only 33 points away from the 10,000 plateau.
Right. I hope our director caught that in slow-mo. We'll show that to you later on.
What You know, I think Lady Luck is going to play a big role in the outcome of this ball game. In the meantime, Lady Luck rode the shoulders of Delaware. Let's watch this
Watch the
again.
slow-mo. Philip telling Michael, I'll give you the alley-oop. He throws it in and watch it go into the basket.
And Michael Young told him, that's supposed to be my basket, you know? 38-25 foul on De La Cruz. Only his first personal. Likewise, the first team foul for Tanduay in the second quarter. Great taste is still clean. Ricky Brown hugging the limelight. This is one of the key players of the Great Taste Coffee Makers, and that is even an understatement. So far, he scored only 4 points for his team's cause, but there's really no need for him to start exploding with Alan Kaidik taking care of the outside artillery. Now he can concentrate on dishing out those assists.
That's right. Alan Kaidik has 13 points in the ball game. Suarez has got 8.
Scoreboard reads 39 for Great Taste, 25 for the Rum Makers. A very tight pass inside heavy traffic. Juan Fernandez comes through.
Okay, that time they played it very intelligently because the double team was thrown on Thurkill. Good rotation by the men of Tanduay, and they got the basket inside.
Ricky Brown confronted by Onchi De La Cruz. You know, they're really trying to set up those picks for Ricky Brown because Onchi De La Cruz has proven to be a very tough defensive customer for Ricky Brown. Unproductive shots by Great Taste. 12-point lead for Great Taste. No longer. It's just a 10-point markup. Exactly 10 minutes to go before the halftime break. 39-29 are the exact figures on the scoreboard. Philip Cesar, they're stepping down to a half court. Of course, you realize that the reason why the fast break worked so well for Great Taste in the first quarter is because of their tremendous domination of the boards. And what happened there?
Michael Young got an offensive foul, his first.
And Ricky Brown is getting some relief from Bernie Fabiosa. Let's see if this guy's hand is in good working order. He had 12 stitches there as a result of an injury, right?
Say the Sultan of Fifth.
The Sultan of Swipe, yes.
Of Swipe.
And the thief of Baghdad. Good drop.
Right.
And a great shot coming from Onchi.
Again, that rotation inside the paint. So they're giving up the passes and getting a lot of assists now going for them.
And Tanduay has finally broken past the double-digit barrier, down by just 8 points. And Alan Kaidik quickly gives. It was even a 3-point shot. A double-digit advantage on you for the Great Taste Coffee Makers.
And how quickly the 5 coffee makers on defense against Thurkill.
Well, for whatever it's worth, we'd like to mention that what you're watching here is a contest between two frustrated Grand Slam winners. Tanduay failed to pull defeat last year, and a year earlier than that, Great Taste was also denied. Kaidik, yes.
Oh boy, he's burning. Another 3-point shot by Kaidik, and they've got a 14-point lead.
2 birdies in a row by Alan Kaidik immediately squelched the Tanduay rally. 8:44 to go. Second quarter action. On the fall away by Mon Fernandez of Philip Cesar, and he succeeds.
Despite the good defense put up by Philip Cesar, Mon gets his 2 points.
Still a 12-point lead, though, for the Great Taste Coffee Makers, looking to level the series at 1-all. You know, there's really a lot of speculation as to how far this series will go, but the consensus seems to be 6 or 7 games. Your guess was 7 games. I remember that very well.
Right, sir.
Here is Freddie Uvalde. Yes. What a great consummation of a fast break. It was almost going down the drain when he suddenly pulled it out of the fire.
And what was sweet for him was he took that shot off 2 coffee makers.
You know, the savvy and experience of the grizzled veterans on the floor will probably be a significant factor in the outcome, not only of this ball game, but of the entire series as well. And you can count on a lot of pioneers on that floor right now. Michael Young. Yes, off the glass.
So the Great Taste coffee makers, Joe, are roughing it up also with the rum makers. I think that's what the rum makers did to them in the first game.
So they're playing rugged defense too, huh? 47-35. Oh, very tight pass inside. Onchi de la Cruz once again. This guy has to be contained because he's been the recipient of a lot of those brilliant assists. Randy Fabiosa says he wants a spread out offense. Alan Kaidik. They're going to the hot shot. You know, a very avid fan of the PPA wrote us to ask us to give him the nickname of Alas. Alas. Which is the Tagalog word for ace. And he really is an ace up the sleeves of Baby Dalupa. So 49-37 is the count. David Thurgill's drive draws a foul from Alan Kaidik. From Alas. No
I think
foul.
it's Michael Young. Michael Young gets his second personal foul.
Right naman ni Alan Kaidik. Aakuin na niya talaga yung kasalanan eh. And here comes Ramos. Oh, this guy is tough. Look at those broad shoulders. But an equally tough, probably even tougher hombre has just reported for duty. And this is Magnum Force itself in the person of Rambo.
Juan Fernandez also is substituted by Romulo Mamaril, who gave quality minutes in that first encounter against Great Taste.
Here's Rambo against Ramos. What a great matchup. Although Ramos is giving away a ball 3 inches in height to Vic Sanchez. De La Cruz working his way inside the paint. The finger roll didn't work that time, and Phillips says out with the right place at the right time to clear the board. Michael Young extricates himself and makes it. Miraculous shot there taken by the Houston Rifleman.
I agree.
51-37. The coffee makers once again in the middle of a rampage. And the rum makers have to clean up their ranks very soon. We're 6.5 minutes away from the halftime break. Rambo against Ramos. The turnaround.
De La Cruz gets an offensive foul.
Foul away from the ball.
Yes. You know, the 14-point lead Great Taste mainly built it up with their rebounds, Jones. They get the rebounds and then they can go to the fast break point. Something that was lacking in that first encounter.
Earlier, you caught a fleeting shot there of Turing Valenzuela, the karate expert who doubles as a coach. Or is it the other way around? All right, here's Bernie Fabiosa. They're really looking for Alan Kaidik. He throws up another three-point shot. It won't go this time. Amaril, the human beanpole, what did you expect? Didn't even bother to jump to get that rebound. Freddie Ubaldi gets a screen from Rambo, and it doesn't fall. You can do that. Right. 51-37.
Michael Young has been rebounding very well for Great Taste Coffee. That's one department where he outscores third kill, rebounds.
And Rambo reaches for the sky to acknowledge the foul. We've got a timeout. Oh, we're getting some real fantastic shots from our director, Ramon Romano. Again, my hat's off to you, Mr. Romano, and you just got a fair idea of the big turnout here at the Ultra, notwithstanding the heavy downpours we've been having all day today.
You know, for a while, Joe, I thought we were at the Forum with that shot. Beautiful shot.
Are you kidding?
We're in
That
a
was
better
better than
place.
the Forum. Who wants the Forum? You can keep the Forum. 51-37 is the count. 14-point lead for Great Taste. Okay, foul.
An intentional foul, deliberate foul will be called on Vic Sanchez. Actually, Vic Sanchez came into the ball game to try to check the hot shooting Alan Kaidik. Well, let's see that slow-mo there. Okay, where's the left knee? Wow. Well, one way of stopping your man.
Well, Rambo knows all the tricks in the book and then some. So you better watch out for him when he starts marking you. 52-37, 15-point lead now for the coffee makers. We're a shade under the halfway point of the second quarter. 20 points already for Alan Kaidik. He's really back with a vengeance, huh?
You bet. 21. And we have 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining yet in the second quarter.
14 fouls for Tanduay against only 2 for Great Taste. Here comes David Thurskill. Look at that clogged up lane. Oh, great outside fall away by Thurskill. Michael Young quickly on the opposite end of the floor. Good motion offense being displayed here by the Great Taste Coffee makers, but Michael Young misses from the corner. Ball falling right to the hands of Ito Esquera. A fresh infusion into the ball game during the last time out by Turing Valenzuela. Here is Onchi de la Cruz. So that's the backcourt tandem now for Tanduay. Onchi de la Cruz running the point, and Ito Esquera playing off guard. David Thurskill against Ramos makes his move now. Oh, you don't give him that first step. Because once you give him that first step, you don't even have to look. You can just chalk it up as 2 points for David.
And Coach Turing Valenzuela realizes that he has to play more rugged basketball. He's got his 3 enforcers in there, Esguerra, De La Cruz, and Vic Sanchez.
12-point lead going for Great Taste. A mild rally was sparked earlier by the Tanduay Rum makers, which cut down the Great Taste advantage to just 8 points, but the Great Taste coffee makers woke up in time. Now they still have a 12-point lead going for them. Kaidik wants to make it sweeter, but he just lost his hot hand. Here comes third kill. Let's watch David Thurkill. He was confronted there by Michael Young. He goes to Ito Izquierda. His outside shot has gone sour too. And there's the outlet pass to Alan Kaidik. Alan immediately draws a double team. He's forced to cap out. Tanduay defenses quickly falling into place, averting another fast break here by the rum makers, but the coffee makers, I should have said, and that was another case of miscommunication. De La Cruz tried to give it to Rambo. Thurkill dropped it to Ito Izquierda. All of a sudden, they all got gunshot.
Yes.
53-43, just a 10-point lead now. Tanduay once again threatening to break through that double-digit deficit. Exactly 4 minutes to go in the first semester of this ball game. Here's Alan Kaidik. Suicidal drive inside. He also has that in his bag of tricks.
You know, it's so nice to see Alan drive down the middle. Even if there are 2-3 guards, he'll still squeeze himself inside.
That's right. He shows extreme versatility and presence of mind. When his outside shooting went sour, he started going for the higher percentage shots. Another unproductive thrust here by Tanduay. 55-43. You notice how the rum makers are not really getting any second cracks at that basket. And here's Young. He didn't need a second crack.
When Great Taste gets going, forget it.
Okay, major collision here between Phantom Jet and an MIG. Philip Cesar was called for the second personal.
Fabiosa is substituted by Ricky Brown. Esguerra sits down. Freddy comes back in.
And we'll like to take advantage of this lull to issue this good news for music lovers. Watch out for Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine on June 27 and 28 at the Book Arts Theater, 7:30 p.m. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine, a live concert brought to you by the Bigay Pagmamahal Foundation of Makati. You like Gloria Estefan?
You bet.
Okay. Name me one of her songs. Okay, 3:18 to go before the halftime break. 57-45. A dozen-point advantage for Great Taste. It is a high-scoring affair in contrast to the first game, which saw Ginebra San Miguel finally break that voodoo spell cast on them by the Magnolia Ice Cream Makers, leveling the series at 1-all in their own battle for third place. 4 seconds to go in the shot clock. Ricky Brown is forced to put it up. Yes, gloriously. 59-45. Coffee makers keeping the rum makers at bay with a very commanding lead. And here's Jorge De La Cruz. He's been playing a hero's role so far for Tanduay. And he ran smack into Ricky Brown and that penetration.
Let's catch that in slow-mo. Right smack in the face of Jorge De La Cruz. Watch that. Watch Ricky Brown. Boom. And we've got a timeout. We'll be back.
The smoke continues to hang thick on the battlefield. That's Mamaril coming up with a great follow-up shot for Tanduay to chop down the Great Taste lead to a dozen points. 2.5 to go in the first half. In case you're getting tired of our voices, that is Waki Trillo's and mine, you could probably turn down the volume of your television set and listen to our radio coverage. That's on 738 AM. And you can hear a very, very fine and promising commentator in the person of Cesar Mena. Oh, Rambo!
Nice reverse shot by Sanchez. Pick that up slow-mo for you, because there was Ramos there. Watch, that was a la Julius Irving. The shot will count, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Notice him sporting a brand new hairdo. Makes him look like Prince Valiant. And Arnie Tuandes checks right back into the ball game in place of Ramos. Going back to the radio coverage I was talking about, we have no less as a special guest on the panel, the hard-hitting popular sports columnist Al Mendoza with Sep Sarmenta. 59-49.
A big offensive rebound for Tanduay. No coffee makers went for that rebound.
David Thurkill preparing to make his move against Michael Young, who's all alert. Oh, very quick hands by Michael Young. He gets the outlet pitch, and he puts it in for an easy bucket.
Boy, was David Thurkill red the face that time.
Oh, he certainly was upstaged by Michael Young in that particular bit of action. 61-49, back to a dozen-point lead for Great Taste. Inside pass to Rambo. And Arnie Tuatles, it's his turn to foul Rambo.
Second personal foul for Arnie Tuatles.
Okay, Another opportunity for us to sneak in here a word, this time for Adidas, the official outfitter of the PPA. Time left, a minute and 35. We're still in the first half.
You know, that rotating defense of Great Taste is working very well for them. And they've done it so well that Young, Tuadles, Cesar Brown all have 2 fouls apiece. Nobody really in foul trouble here, Joe. So you see that helping out defense. They've been giving up 2 fouls apiece, so that's okay.
That's working so effectively for them. Ricky Brown against Ochi de la Cruz. What else is new here is Arnie Tuadles. Ubalde trying to prevent him from getting any shooting room. He tries a baby hook.
Oh, I like the way you say a baby hook. And Tuadles and Sanchez, they're getting physical now.
Well, there's no love lost between these two guys. The drive by Sanchez, and he is nettled by the fact that no whistle blew in that piece of action, and it consummates in another transfer conversion by Great Taste. 63-50. Bakers doesn't lead for the Coffee Makers. 55-6 to go before both clubs prepares to block the room for the halftime break. Nobody marked Romulo Mamaril.
Yes, there was no switch off there. Philip tried to get that ball, but no Coffee Maker switched off.
Arnie Tuadles against Freddy Ubalde. Philip Cesar against Romulo Mamaril. Inside pass by Alan Cadiz to Ricky Brown. Oh, great drop to Arnie Tuadles. What an unselfish move by Ricky Brown.
That's right, Joe. When you have good players, good shooters that want to assist one another, then you're finished.
Oh, every individual coffee maker on the floor is acting like a team player tonight.
Right, okay. Finally, a warning will be given the Coffee Makers.
For illegal defense.
Yes, a warning for illegal defense. They've been doing it so well so far in the ball game. Or is it a technical foul? Oh, yes.
It is a technical foul because we're in the last 25 seconds of the first quarter. So it's an automatic technical, regardless of whether a warning had already been issued on them earlier. And the designated hitter is, of course, Freddy Ubalde. Who else? Grizzle veteran, winner of the 1977 MVP award. And before that, also an NCAA MVP when he was playing for the Mapua Cardinals. 18 seconds to go. Still a 12-point lead for Great Taste. The Coffee Makers would like nothing better than to go into the dugout for the halftime break with a double-digit advantage. Sanchez. Romulo Mamaril. And look at Philip Cesar. Tie him up! That's right. They're forcing him to a help ball. The elongated arms of Philip Cesar once again weaving miracles.
He did that to Mon Fernandez. I remember about 2-3 games back. Now on Romulo Mamaril.
You know, this guy has arms so long he can tie his shoelaces without bending his knees. I think I've said that before. 12 seconds to go.
Great Taste can still give up 1 foul.
Sanchez throws a beat on the basket. From the corner, in and out. Third kill for the follow-up. 65-55, and it's 0 hour for the first half. 65-55, 10-point lead for Great Taste. This is shaping up to be another cliffhanger, so you don't dare budge from your seats as we bring you some very, very friendly and well-produced reminders.
Very nice people.
Oh, yeah.